Welcome back. If you like to be scared, even terrified, you're going to want to tune into Amityville Horror House. It's premiering today on Discovery Plus, and I spoke with paranormal expert and host of the show, Jason Hawes, all about what to expect when you tune in, also about an increase in paranormal activity. Let's take a look.
The perfect way to start 2020. That's through watching Amityville Horror House. Here to tell me more about it is host and paranormal investigator Jason Hawes. Jason, thanks for talking with us here on Park City Television.
Thanks for taking the time today.
So before we talk about the show, I'm curious, you're a paranormal investigator. How have things been different with 2020 and all of the really hard circumstances? Has that changed things with paranormal activity?
Well, it has, and it's also increased it a great deal as well. Where average yearly to the website, we get about 93 million visitors, and we average about 1,000 case requests a day. We've got groups all over the country that we're affiliated with that do not charge. We go in free of fee. But cases have spiked, of course, because people are home more often. They're pretty much spending the day in their house and the night in their house. So cases of case requests have gone through the roof. The only problem is getting there to try to investigate. It's really not, it hasn't been a safe time. So we've had to try to help out as many people as we can through online media like we're doing now, or phone calls, instead of actually going and trying to document activity.
So the reasons for that, you mentioned people are home more, so they're picking up on it. Are there any other reasons that you believe are why this is happening, why it's increasing during this really hard year?
Well, usually claims of activity pick up in the fall because people are in their homes more. So, of course, now people being in their homes more throughout the entire year, cases have just picked up earlier than usual. And most claims, over 80% of all claims, can be disproved as being something else beyond paranormal. Para just meaning beyond. It's a Greek word for beyond. So it's beyond the normal of what we're used to. So ghosts and hauntings fall within that realm, but many other things do as well.
So speaking of homes, let's talk about Amityville Horror House. Tell me more.
Well, of course, we most of us know the story. In November 13th, 1974, Ronald DeFeo took the life of 6 of his family members. In December of 1975, George and Kathy Lutz moved into the home and moved out 28 days later, claiming to have intense paranormal activity that forced them out of the home. This doc actually goes into a lot of the history with the DeFeos and all that, and the claims of the Lutzes and the investigations that followed, and is only available on Discovery Plus, which kicks off January 4th. And it's nice because people will be able to stream what they want when they want, which is definitely my favorite thing. But also, it's got thousands of hours of paranormal content, as well as endless other things as well. I mean, you can catch up on my show Ghost Nation. You can catch up on my past show Ghost Hunters. You can catch up on Ghost Adventures, and as well as any of the other shows out there.
So tell me a little bit about your background and what made you decide to become a paranormal investigator.
Well, I'd been investigating the paranormal for almost going on 30 years now. Going in, and I do cases for law enforcement. I do cases for religious organizations, because we go in believing over 80% of all claims can be disproved, and as something beyond the paranormal. So that's the way we've always looked at it. And with that, I mean, we're one of only a few groups who've ever been cleared by the Pentagon because we've been asked to investigate certain military bases. So I guess that we're rather respected. Our style is rather respected in the world. We're not ones to go in and automatically assume something is a ghost. We're looking for the true explanation, and that's what it's always been. So, yes, you can call me a paranormal investigator, but mainly I'm a truth seeker is what I'm looking for.
Well, and then what point of your career did you decide to head towards the television route, and why did you decide to do that?
Actually, it's funny. About 20 years ago, I had been asked to do. I had helped out on a bunch of television shows. I'm a plumber by trade, and but I had been asked, because we had the top hit paranormal website in the world, 90 plus million visitors a year. I had turned down doing TV 5 times. I didn't want to be on TV. But it was just something where eventually I figured if I didn't do it, somebody was going to, and how were they going to represent the field? So we jumped headfirst into it, figuring that, yeah, the initial show that we did would only last a season. And who knew that, 20 plus years later, I'd still be here.
Really is a testament to your skills, your information knowledge, and also people's curiosity with paranormal activity. So we can watch this on Discovery Plus. Where else can we get more information about the show, about you, and about our concerns with the paranormal?
Well, you can go to Travel Channel's website as well, or you can go to the AtlanticParanormalSociety.com, which is one of the websites of mine. But and Discovery Plus again has endless content that you'll be able to go on for the believers, the non-believers, the skeptics, everyone. Pretty much endless content. So I think everybody will be happy with it.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to doing just that. Thank you so much, Jason Hawes, for joining us today. Host of Amityville Horror House, also paranormal investigator. Appreciate you taking the time to be with us here on Park City Television.
Thank you for taking the time.